what's up? This is Ian, and we are hanging out in Fukuoka. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about diet, some of the different diets that I've done, and what's worked and whatnot. All right, I've done a few different diets. I'm going to list them off, and then I'll go into the details after that. I've been vegetarian, I've done vegan, I've done the ketogenic diet, the plant paradox diet, and I've done different kinds of fasts, intermittent fasting and longer fasts, and time restricted feeding, which is more or less kind of like fasting. So anyways, first, I was a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for like wow. I was a strict vegetarian for 10 years. I didn't eat any meat whatsoever. I just I ate some dairy and I ate eggs towards the end, but for a long time I didn't even eat eggs. And then I did that for 10 years, and then one day chicken smelled good to me, and I decided to eat some chicken. So now I'm still mostly vegetarian. 95% of the time I am a vegetarian, and then occasionally I'll eat chicken or maybe seafood. So like within, for example, the last couple months, I think I've eaten chicken 3 times and maybe shrimp 1 time. So that's vegetarian. Now the difference between being a vegetarian now and then is when I was a vegetarian, between 20 and 30 basically, I was a strict vegetarian. And then my diet, I used to eat more wheat and I used to eat more soy. I ate a lot of those things, wheat and soy. And then now I rarely eat both. I do occasionally now. I use like soy sauce, and I make miso soup sometimes. But yeah, difference now is like all these diets I think have kind of affected my current diet. Like they've all kind of affected me one way or another. So now I eat more like whole foods. Like for carbs, I eat carbohydrates. I'll eat sweet potatoes. Now, yeah, and it depends too. Like if you're looking for a diet or to try out a diet, like just because it's like a vegan diet doesn't make it healthy. Just because it's a pescatarian diet doesn't make it healthy. Just because it's a you name it diet doesn't make it healthy. It's still gonna depend what you eat. Like for example, you could say you're vegan, but you eat a lot of junk food. You eat potato chips and candy and stuff like that. So yeah, it depends. So yeah, so vegetarian. Now vegan, I've tried vegan every once in a while. I'll say, okay, I'm not going to eat any dairy or I'm not going to eat any eggs. And I always try to see, like, do I feel any better? Do I feel any worse? What's the difference? Honestly, I never noticed a difference with being vegan or eating vegan. Didn't notice a difference. I still, yeah. Um, I would eat a lot of like nuts and stuff, and sometimes beans for protein. Um, and then let's see, ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet, I did it not that long ago. I did it for 6 months, and it was quite difficult in the beginning. It was like, yeah, it's hard for your body to adapt from going from eating carbohydrates to not eating carbohydrates. It was probably like a month before I felt kind of normal. Um, I didn't really. I think I might have lost a little bit weight in the beginning, but then when I weighed myself again towards the end, I didn't. I didn't lose it. I was like the same. Um, so yeah, ketogenic diet. I just thought it was too restrictive. I did it for 6 months, and yeah, it's just like a fat-based diet and very low carbohydrate intake. So, and I was just like, I don't know. I want to eat. This is too restrictive. I want to eat like some sweet potatoes or like a parsnip or or whatever. And I didn't really feel, yeah, I didn't really feel any different, any better or worse. Nothing amazing happened, right? Paradox Diet. I thought it was a pretty interesting book. I got really into it at first, and I did that diet for, I can't remember how long I did it. Maybe like yeah, at least, I don't know, at least probably like 4 months or something. Plant Paradox Diet is like kind of, it's about, he talks about different diets in the book. He talks about fasting and he talks about the ketogenic diet. His main thing is like lectins and how lectins can cause like irritable bowel syndrome, or uh, what is that, the intestinal walls get a hole in it. I forget what it's called, but leaky gut or something like that. He'd talk about that. And so it's like kind of like a lectin free. It's like not eating beans, or unless you really cook them, and um, certain foods. Not eating like what's that called? The family, like tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, cucumbers. They're all in the same family. What's the name of that family again? I'll probably think of it later. Anyways, that family, like not eating that family of food, because yeah, I don't know, it's like a newer kind of food, American food, or pumpkins, the same thing. Um, so I don't know. I went off it, or I did that for a while, and again, I don't know if I really noticed a difference. It was kind of restrictive, a little bit. Although, I mean, how it affected me though, I think I started to eat more sweet potatoes. Like, one interesting thing he talks about in his book is like he talks about the what's it called, the blue zone diets, like the companies that are the countries that have like some of the longest living lifespans in the world. He talks about that and makes some comparisons to the diets, how they're different and how they're similar. Um, a lot of people seem to, like in that diet, like Okinawan diet and stuff like that, they eat sweet potatoes and stuff, and so since then, yeah, it's kind of affected me a little bit. Like I don't eat many of that family of food. What's it called again? I can't think of the name. What's it called? Nightshade family. The Nightshade family, like, yeah, I don't usually eat tomatoes. Since I read that book, like, I didn't really notice any problem from them. You know, I could eat a tomato if I really wanted to. Or cucumbers. I might occasionally eat a cucumber, but um, I don't. Or eggplant. They're kind of foods that I don't actually normally eat that much of anyway. When I was in San Francisco, I did eat. Sometimes I'd eat cucumbers with peanut butter. I thought it was like a good mix. Peanut butter is a good dip, I think, with for cucumbers or carrots, maybe some other vegetables too, cauliflower. So yeah, I did that again. Didn't really notice a difference. Now, I started doing some fasting probably a few years ago, and at first, the first fasting diet I tried was the warrior diet, and that was, it's pretty tough at first. Like, I didn't really feel good at first. And that's basically like you eat 4 hours a day or something like that, and you fast the rest of the day, and maybe you can snack a bit during the day, and that's what I did, and I did lose weight from that. And like all these diets, I wasn't really trying to lose weight. Like, I'm active, and I think I'm pretty fit too for like my body type. Like, I'm like kind of naturally pretty thin, and yeah. So my goal was just to be in better shape and feel good. That was my goal while I was doing these diets. And I did lose weight from that, and I think that kind of like spooked me. I was like, whoa, I don't want to be any less. I don't want to weigh any less. And so I think I kind of went back to eating a normal diet. And then I decided, well, maybe I'll try different fasting. And then I can't remember exactly what I did after the warrior diet, but for a long time I was doing fasting like 1 day a week. Like on Sunday, I would do like a 21 to 24-hour fast. And As far as weight, it didn't really take off any weight. I mean, I think that's probably it's still good for you to do fasting for different reasons. You can look it up. Um, but I didn't really lose any weight from that. So, and then let's see, where's it? Also, occasionally I would do like 2, 3 day fasts. And those are pretty tough, but you don't got much to do. And for me, like a day is okay. Like I can get through a day without much of a problem. It's like, I mean, it's not easy, but I don't feel like low energy or something like that. I can get a little irritable or grumpy, but generally I'm still pretty high energy on a day without food. But then getting in the second, third day, I noticed was like pretty difficult. So yeah, I did a few 3 days. One time I did it after I injured my knee because this longer term fast, like 3 day fasts, are supposed to help what's the word? Like help your immune system and stem cells, like help regenerate stem cells in your body. So I injured my knee, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try a 3 day fast after I did that. And hard to say if that was cool. Hard to say if it helped or not. It probably didn't hurt. So this is a cool looking bird. So since I've been in Fukuoka, my diet's kind of changed a little bit. I've basically what I do is I wake up in the morning, I drink tea, and I work on my website for an hour to 2 hours. And then I hop on my bike and I ride my bike about 6 kilometers to jiu-jitsu. And then I do jiu-jitsu for 1 to 2 hours. And then after jiu-jitsu, I'll ride my bike to Japanese class, not that far, maybe a kilometer. And maybe a kilometer back towards the jiu-jitsu place. And then that's a few hours later. Class is like 2 hours, and then I ride my bike home, which is probably from class, depending on the day and stuff. Could be another 7 kilometers home. So in a day, like most days, I'm riding my bike probably anywhere from 12 to maybe 15 kilometers a day. So, and I'm doing all these things, and then I get back around, depending on the day, anywhere from I don't know what, Tuesday. It depends on the day. I get home anywhere from like 3:30 to after 5, and then that's when I eat. So I'll eat anywhere between an average 4 to 5, occasionally 6. Like last night, I don't think I ate until like almost 6 o'clock or something. Um, the day before was like that, and yeah, and then I'll eat a lot. Like I think I still eat the same amount of food or a pretty similar amount of food, but I'm eating it like in 2 meals or so. Basically, like from 4 to 10 o'clock, I'll eat, or from 5 to 10 o'clock, I'll eat. So my period of like feeding is only like what, maybe anywhere from the low end would be 4 hours, but usually it's probably more like 6 hours. So it's pretty similar to like the warrior diet that I used to do. Difference is like I'm exercising a lot on an empty stomach. Like when I do jujitsu, I haven't eaten anything on most days. So I do that like probably maybe 4 days a week. And honestly, according to the scales, like I lost 10 pounds just doing that. I don't know, the video I said it was 158 pounds, but I weighed myself here, and unless my teacher's scale is wrong, at jiu-jitsu, I lost 10 pounds. I weighed 140. Last time I weighed myself, I weighed 68 and a half kg, and that's like wearing my gi, which is a little heavy actually. So, and that's light. I looked that up. That's like 148 pounds or something. So I was like, holy cow. So it's a little bit like, wow, a little scary actually. But I feel fine. And I think where I lost the weight is around my gut. Like, I used to have like a 4 pack. And then now I definitely have less fat around my waist. Like, probably never really had that much fat to begin with, but um, yeah, I have less fat now. So, man, all I gotta say, if you want to lose weight, and as far as strength goes, I can't say I lost any strength. I can do the same amount of push-ups or pull-ups. Actually, on days, as long as I slept good, and if I didn't eat anything, I find like I can do actually a little bit more as far as strengths. I can do a little bit more pull-ups. I can do a little bit more push-ups. So yeah, and then 2 days a week I'll do like at least 2 days a week I'll do like strength training, which is like body weight workout. I'll link to that. Push-ups, pull-ups, planks, some different stomach exercise, legs, frog jumps, like kind of jumping exercises, box jumping kind of like things. And yeah, I don't feel any less strong, like strength wise or anything. I don't know what the exact science is, but I don't feel weaker. So yeah, so if you want to take the weight off, then I'd say this. I'd say exercise in a fasted state, and you'll burn a lot of calories. Now, you'll lose weight. So in fasting, doing intermittent fasting, you're probably gonna lose weight, but you're probably gonna have to play around with it, and don't expect much if you do it like I said. I did it 1 day a week, and I didn't lose any weight doing that. I think you're gonna do it more than 1 day a week, and you do it in the morning, or you just do exercise when you're in a fasted state. You'd be surprised. At first I was like, nah, there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could do jiu-jitsu in a fasted state. But your muscles store, like, you got like muscles, energy, glycogen stored in your muscles, and I think that's gonna be there for like maybe 24 hours or something. So after you eat, so you'd be surprised. Just drink liquids. If you feel hungry, drink liquids. Um, in the beginning, maybe if you drink coffee, maybe drink a little more coffee, or tea, drink a little more tea. Like, I drink a lot of tea, like not necessarily caffeinated tea, but like different kinds of teas I drink. So initially, like in the morning, like I haven't eaten yet today. And it's like what, 3 o'clock or something. I already went to jiu-jitsu, I already rode my bike out here, and I'm out in the ocean here in Fukuoka. And yeah, it's not initially in the morning. I think it can be a little bit tougher because I'm sitting there, I'm working on my computer, I'm drinking tea. Yeah, I'll feel a little hungry and want to eat, but then as soon as I head out, get on my bike, start doing stuff, it's not that hard. I do jiu-jitsu, I'm not thinking about food. I'm riding my bike, I'm not thinking about food. um, I'm here talking to you, I'm not really thinking about food. I'm looking forward to, like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat, it's gonna be good, so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm fine. Like, so I think you just kind of ease your way into it. Maybe not like go out and like do a total fast and do a huge workout initially, but ease your way into it. Make, maybe, I don't know, like cut out a meal, cut out breakfast, and or you can maybe do it the other way around. But I don't know. I just find it works better for me to do it in the morning or daytime, and then eating at nighttime. I'd rather go to bed with like a sort of feeling like full and satiated versus not, because I've done that, and like you do fasting for like 2-3 days, and at nighttime, like they say you don't actually sleep better from fasting, like, because yeah, your body's like naturally up and wants to be like out hunting, looking for food or something like that. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. You want to lose weight? Do it in an airplane, do it in a fasted state, and I guarantee, or you exercise in a fasted state, and you do that. I can't say how many, but I do it 3-4 days. I do it, no, probably more like 4, or even 4-5 days a week. I don't even know. And yeah, you're gonna lose weight. So anyways, that's my 2 cents.
Yes, yes, so, insider.